Cody Rhodes just demanded a triple threat match at Night of Champions against two guys he can't control, and honestly, he had no other choice left. Let's break down exactly how the American Nightmare lost his grip on his own championship reign in one chaotic night in Kansas City. So here's the setup. Gunther gets his rematch for the undisputed WWE Championship after that controversial loss back at Clash in Italy. Standard stuff, right? Except Gunther, being the chess-playing menace that he is, picks the stipulation and names the special guest referee. And who does he pick? Sami Zayn, a guy who has zero, and I mean zero, actual connection to Gunther. Sami's beef this whole time has been with Cody. So Gunther basically walks into the building, hands Sami Zayn a referee shirt, and says, "Go ruin this man's life for me," and just watches it happen from a front row seat. And folks, it worked beautifully. For about 10 minutes, before it backfired spectacularly on everybody involved. Zayn starts the match trying to actually referee, which apparently was never part of Gunther's plan, because Gunther wanted a guy in stripes who looked the other way while he cheated. Instead, he gets a ref with a moral compass and a personal grudge against the champion, which is somehow worse for everyone. Gunther gets visibly annoyed that he can't get away with anything. The match turns into Gunther absolutely brutalizing Cody, locking in this disrespectful figure four that nearly taps Cody out cold in the middle of the ring. Cody fires back with a crossroads for the win, except Gunther's foot is under the rope, forcing Zayn to stop the count. And that's when things go completely off the rails. There's an argument. Zayn shoves Cody, accidentally or not, you decide, right into a guillotine submission from Gunther that nearly finishes the match right there. So Zayn, now fully losing control of the situation he was supposed to be controlling, gets hit with a powerbomb from a furious Gunther. A new referee runs down to save the match. Zayn takes him out too. And then in the most only in wrestling sequence imaginable, Zayn counts a fast 3 to give Cody the win by hook and by crook. Now here's where it gets even funnier. Cody doesn't even want the win. He refuses it. The guy who's been chasing championship gold his entire career looks at a referee handing him a victory on a platter and goes, "Nah, restart it." That's either the most honorable thing I've seen all year or the worst business decision a champion has ever made on live television, and I genuinely can't decide which. So they restart the match. And Sami Zayn, who at this point has fully gone rogue, hots the barricade and interferes again, laying out both Cody and Gunther. The match ends in pure, unfiltered chaos. No real winner, no real resolution, just two guys laid out, and one referee who decided he was the real main event of the evening. Quick pause. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because WrestleCore breaks down moments like this every single week, and you do not want to miss the next one. Now, let's talk about why this matters, because this is the part that should genuinely worry Cody Rhodes fans. After the dust settled, Cody goes straight to Nick Aldis backstage. And this isn't calm, composed, smiling Cody we're used to seeing. This is a man who is fed up.
He tells Aldis flat out that he is tired, his words basically, of catering to both Gunther and Sami Zayn at the same time. He demands a triple threat at Night of Champions, all three men, no more games, no more guest referees deciding his fate, and Aldis, probably just relieved someone made a decision for him, makes it official on the spot. Think about what just happened here. Cody Rhodes, the guy who has main evented WrestleMania, the guy who finished the story, just got backed into a corner so tight that his only move was to ask for more chaos, not less. He's now walking into Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, having to fend off two separate threats simultaneously. A dominant European powerhouse in Gunther, who clearly has his number physically, and a personally motivated wildcard in Sami Zayn, who has shown zero hesitation about getting physically involved whenever he feels like it. That's not control, that's survival mode. And let's be real for a second. This writer pointed out something pretty brutal but completely fair. How many free or extra title opportunities has Cody handed out during this reign? It feels like an uncountable number at this point. He keeps finding himself in these no-win, rematch after rematch situations, and on top of that, tonight he technically defended the title twice in one night, and somehow neither defense actually settled anything. That's wild. That's a champion who is constantly fighting just to stay treading water, not a champion who is comfortably sitting on top of the mountain. Meanwhile, while all this Cody drama is unfolding, the rest of the card was quietly setting up massive stuff for Night of Champions. Jey Uso steamrolled Javon Evans to lock in his spot in the King of the Ring finals, and he's going to face Obafemi for the crown. Respect was shown after the match, too. Jay raised Evan's hand, which honestly was a nice moment in an otherwise unhinged episode of television. On the women's side, Liv Morgan got the win over Charlotte Flair to punch her ticket to the Queen of the Ring final. Damian Priest and R-Truth successfully defended their tag team championships against Tala Tonga and Tama Tonga, with Solo Sikoa lurking around ringside the entire time like he was waiting for an excuse to get involved. And Ricky Saints picked up a big win over Carmelo Hayes to set up a United States Championship match against Trick Williams down the line. Oh, and we cannot forget Danhausen, because of course Danhausen was involved in something bizarre tonight. The Miz and Kit Wilson have him hooked up to some kind of machine. Los Garza show up upset that Danhausen didn't hold up his end of a deal, and right when things are about to get ugly, Matt Cardona swoops in to make the save. Danhausen thanks him, but then Cardona touches the Miz and gets zapped by electricity for his trouble. I don't make the rules of this show, I just report them to you. And then there's the slow-burning bloodline drama, because there's always bloodline drama. Jacob Fatu is backstage, and Solo Sikoa confronts him directly, accusing him of being sent there by Roman Reigns to stick his nose into Sikoa's business. Sikoa's response was basically a warning shot. Keep messing with my family and I'll bring the fight to your doorstep. That's a collision we have all seen building for weeks now, and it feels like it's finally about to boil over.
But back to the real headline here. Cody Rhodes is standing at the top of WWE holding the undisputed championship, and he just had to beg his boss for a triple threat match because he literally could not control the chaos surrounding his own title reign. Gunther wants the gold, Sami Zayn wants revenge, and Cody is stuck in the middle getting powerbombed by circumstances he didn't create. Night of Champions just became must-watch television whether Cody likes it or not. Before you go, smash that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown and subscribe so you don't miss our coverage of Night of Champions when this entire mess finally comes to a head. Trust me, you do not want to be late to this one.